Some teens think they can mess around with the Royal Guards and get away with it, but when the police step in, that's when things get serious.
Out of the box.
Here's a lineup of teens learning the hard way that disrespecting the guard doesn't fly. They walked up with all the confidence in the world, but one look from the police and their attitude disappeared fast. Instant lesson learned.
Move back now.
These teens thought no one would notice, but the police made sure they felt the consequences. That exit was anything but subtle. They thought it was a joke, but the police took it seriously. That quick ejection, pure reality check.
Sorry.
This group assumed no one was watching, but the police didn't miss a thing. One swift ejection later, and they were gone. These people were all smiles until the police showed up, wiping those grins away in seconds. Lesson learned the hard way. They came up a little too bold, but the police made sure that attitude didn't last. A quick ejection they weren't ready for. It looked like they were having a blast, but one firm intervention from the police sent them packing with zero fanfare. They thought they could play around, but the police shut it down immediately. That walk of shame was written all over their faces.
So these soldiers serve their country, alright? They take their job seriously. They are responsible for protecting this facility. They are not an object of ridicule.
These teens didn't think anyone would step in, but the police were quick to react. Their expressions went from bold to embarrassed real fast.
Do not touch the King's lifeguard! Do not touch the King's lifeguard!
They assumed they'd just get a warning, but the police weren't playing games. One firm escort and they were out. They tried to push boundaries, but the police made sure they knew where the line was. That exit was quicker than they'd expected. Their carefree attitude didn't last long once the police arrived. That moment of realization was priceless.
I love it. I like it. Yeah, I love it.
Look who thought no one was watching, but the police made sure they didn't stay long. That change from smug to silent was everything.
Right, can I ask you to leave please, sir, because you're here on numerous occasions filming and you are placing it on YouTube, therefore you need a media licence to...
They walked up with a bit too much confidence, but the police's quick response sent them out fast, looking defeated. They thought they'd get a laugh, but the police weren't amused. That fast escort left them humbled. They came in with way too much attitude, but the police's firm response wiped it away instantly. That exit was all too telling. They walked in thinking they'd get away with it, but the police didn't let that fly. Isn't this crazy? Their cocky attitude melted as soon as the police stepped in. That swift exit was an unexpected twist for them.
Stop crowding motorway, please. You're crowding the horse too much.
They didn't expect anyone to step in, but the police's response made sure their exit was quick and memorable. These people were all confidence until the police showed up, and suddenly that confidence disappeared. Reality check delivered. They tried to push their luck, but the police were on them fast. The walkout left them speechless and humbled. They were all smiles until the police intervened, wiping those smiles away in seconds. Instant regret.
Stay clear of the guard!
Damn. They thought they'd just get a laugh, but the police's response sent them packing with nothing but embarrassment.
Don't follow me. Just leave the place. It's not hard, is it?
Good man, that's it. Well done.
This is wild. They assumed they could push limits, but the police weren't having it. Their quick exit said everything about their regret.
Left or right? Left or right? Left or right? You're in the way. You're in the way. You're in the way.
They thought they could get away with a little joke, but the police didn't think it was funny. That exit was quick and brutal. These teens thought it was just a bit of fun, but the police's reaction showed them otherwise. That quick escort said it all. This group of people were acting bold until the police arrived, and then the boldness vanished instantly. Reality hit hard and fast. Can you imagine that? They thought they'd make a scene, but the police's intervention shut it down fast. That quick ejection was unforgettable.
Don't tease it. You just want someone before. I want another one. And you're not taking heed, all right?
They assumed it'd just be a warning, but the police made sure their exit was swift and filled with regret.
And behind the bollards, keep them back. Behind the bollards. Behind the bollards. Keep them back.
1 second they were testing the guard, the next they were backing off fast after that intense response. That moment of regret was obvious. This teen walked in with confidence, but the police's response left them stumbling back in shock. That attitude shift was priceless.
Back. Now. Back. Stay through. You can't stand there.
They assumed the guard wouldn't react, but that powerful outburst changed everything. The look of shock said it all. They thought no one would step in, but the police made sure they felt the consequences.
Please make space, make way, please. Move aside, please.
These people assumed the police wouldn't notice, but one sharp intervention sent them packing with instant regret. One small push was all it took for the guard to go from calm to intense. That reaction had them backing off instantly. They walked up a little too bold, but the police's response made them rethink everything. That swift exit, priceless. They thought they could push limits, but the police were quick to put an end to it. That exit was a reality check they won't forget. They thought it was all fun until the guard finally responded. That intense reaction turned the scene upside down.